Okay, we're up on there, and we're up in there. Awesome. I want to invite... Hi, Cole. How's everybody doing today? Oh, there we go. Hi. You have very crunchy audio right now. Oh, that's much better. Your audio was very crunchy initially.
Yep, it was that goddamn car speaker again.
That's fun.
I don't know if you. Well, we got a few people trickling in here. It's
Yeah.
mostly just for the people who panel as well, and for you. So I was in Casey's live, which for those of y'all who don't know, she goes by Casey the Intersex Blacksmith on here.
That's a hell of a
And
name.
yeah, it's who she is. So yeah. Um, and I was asking a few questions, and from what I'm able to gather thus far, because they don't usually have guests up, so I wasn't able to ask like more in-depth questions just because it was too much Skype. But
Yeah.
from what I've been able to gather, bringing up intersex people just as a way to make a point when it comes to the trans topic debates is not something that the intersex community is cool with. They just feel like their identities are just being brought up in these special scenarios to be weaponized in that way. Now, that doesn't mean, because when you're talking about transgender people, we're still relating sex and gender, and intersex is a sex, so it still ties into things. Like if we're talking about gender affirming care, for example, for somebody who didn't go through IGM, assumingly, and is intersex, we want them to be able to get the gender affirming care when they develop their gender and are able to articulate what that is that they need. But so would cis people. So like that's a point we make as well often. So I think it's okay to bring up in certain scenarios like that. But a lot of intersex people don't identify as transgender at all. And that's kind of where the distinction isn't being made and needs to be. And also, like, if we're talking about something like gender affirming care, cool, bring it up in that scenario, as long as you're bringing up cis people too, because they do utilize gender affirming care more than any other population. But other than that, like, I'm just kind of going to try to avoid it a little bit more until I know how to talk about it more in a way,
Like
because
respectfully,
I've
yeah.
totally, exactly, I've
Yeah.
totally been, I'm guilty of, even in these few lives that we've done, of doing that, of bringing it up, not having enough education at the time, not realizing that they were just seeing it as like when we use that as a gotcha, kind of, as Casey put it,
Yeah, that's why I
that
kind of
that's
swapped to
not
like
something they want to see.
this prompts, because I think it's a lot more linear with just saying, hey, transgender, identities are just outright supported by the scientific evidence that we have. Therefore, it like, and then you can run arguments of like with like proof and that kind of stuff
Exactly.
with it. So
And
it's
for
a
the
lot more
person who
linear.
said, Sorry, I, I need to work on not talking over people. I'm so bad at that
Oh
right
no,
now.
you're fine.
Um,
I was done anyway. So
okay, so for the person who said XX or XY, there simply is no other genetic pattern. That's untrue. We have 16 different genetic
holy shit, it's
chromosomal
16.
variations that we have. There's 16, yeah. And that expresses in over 40 different ways. So we don't want to erase them either. Like, if it does come up when we're talking about gender affirming care and people start asking questions, we don't want to erase them. So, like, knowing what you're talking about when you talk about them is important, but you can, like, still give education and inform people in that way as well. Sorry, motorcycle. Don't know if you can hear it or not.
My Harley Davidson.
There's so many out here. It's insane. I just wanted to kind of educate and inform you and anybody else who's listening, especially people who panel, like I was saying. My grandma's calling. I have to go back to work. So I will talk to you later and I'll be listening.
Okay.
Bye.
Boy. What is Cole even wrong about? Okay, I will get something up here in a second here. I am just making sure everything's up on Twitch and stuff. Because I'm also on Twitch, yay. Okay. Hi, can I get your age just for TikTok terms of service reasons?
Yeah, I'm 30.
Alright, so do you disagree that transgender, or that science supports transgender identities?
Cole there needs some help with some education, I think. She
Okay.
thinks that intersex is a third sex. Intersex is a condition that affects males and females, and it's either a male condition or a female condition. That's
Well,
how it works.
so are you're
That's
you're
all.
affirming
There's
that?
nothing else.
Hold on,
That's
you're
all there
affirming
is.
that gender or
Not
that
a-
sex
I'm
is
sticking to the words that I said.
binary.
I'm sticking to the words that I
Oh,
said.
oh, I grant that you want to stick to your
Yes,
the words that you
because
said
that's
because
true.
you can't actually have a
Because it's
discussion
true.
about this. No, because
it's
gender
true,
is
and
is
you want to-
bimodal,
you
not
don't want to
binary.
believe it. So what
It-
you want to do is try to pick things apart.
So
what I'm
is
saying
is
true.
gender bimodal or binary?
Do you believe it? Do you believe in the brain scans?
I'm gonna pin you to the wall with this. Is
Do you
sex
believe in
is
PIN
sex?
scans and brain
All right,
scans?
so I don't know who you think you are. Is
I don't
sex
know who you think
bimodal
you
or
are. You won't
binary?
answer. That's scary. You want
Well,
to
I
answer
asked you the
scary.
question first, and it's my
No, you
panel.
didn't. I asked first. You just want to jump in. So, do you believe in brain scan theories? Do you believe the brain scans can tell?
I believe that there's things like the BSTC that have
So
actually shown
you're
that.
not answering. You're deflecting. Do you believe in the brain scan theories?
Well, I don't know what you're meaning by that. So would you like to expand?
Do you believe that they have brain scans that can tell if people are trans?
I
If
think
they have
that,
a male brain or a female brain? It's very simple. No
that's what
confusion there.
the BSTC
Is
data
that what
suggests.
is that what you believe?
I would say that the data suggests that currently. I'm not
So
going to
you
hold to the
believe it?
absolute.
So you believe it. What do you believe? You want to skirt and not have an answer. What do you believe?
I believe that the BSTC data that so that's going to be, we're talking about the bed nucleus of the stria
We're talking,
terminalis.
no.
That's what the
add in
brain.
a bunch of stuff. You're trying to add in a stuff and try
Well,
to
that's-
pivot. Do
this
you
is-
believe in the brain scans?
Well, that's what
That's
we're
it.
talking
Easy.
about. This
We're
is what
not
we're
talking
talking
about what
about.
they're called, what they're all that stuff. Do you believe in the brain?
Well, if we're going to
scans?
talk about the
Believe
science,
they're
we're going to talk about
scans?
the science.
Just answer the question, buddy. You're trying to pivot.
No,
Do you believe
I'm
that there are scans, the brain scans that
okay. So you're not going to talk over me. You're
Wow,
going to be
you can't
respectful.
answer, can you?
No, you're going to be respectful to
can't
begin
answer?
with.
Do you believe in brain scans?
Okay, I'm going to drop you for a minute because I want to be able to talk on my panel. You're more than welcome to request back up. But what I was trying to say is that we're talking about the BSTC. And so if we're going to talk about it, we're going to talk about it. You're not going to tell me what we are not going to talk about.
So just answer then. Do you believe the brain scans?
I would say that there's
Yes or no? You don't want to answer. It's sad. You're looking for
Well,
a way to
you're not
answer
really-
without giving an answer. Like you don't want to pin yourself into it. So you're trying to find a way that you can say things in an open answer. Do you believe in brain scans?
brain scans. What do I believe that brain scans
What
exist?
I was
Yes.
saying earlier. Yes. Okay. So now we believe that you believe that brain scans can tell if somebody is male or female, right?
No, I would reject
No.
that.
So why did you just admit that?
I-
then? What do
I
you
said
believe the
that.
brain scans theory? So let's go back. Do you believe in the brain scans?
I believe that data suggests that the BSTC scans of the BTS.
You're not giving your
BSTC,
view. You're giving some weird answer. Give your view. Do you believe in brain scans?
Well, that's what I'm trying to
Brain
tell you is that
scans.
the BSTC.
No, you're going off in some kind of thing thinking you're teaching people. We're trying to get you to answer the question. Do you believe that brain scans can tell if
I'm trying to give you an accurate scientific answer instead of
But
trying
you're not.
to. Well,
But
I
you're
am,
not.
but you
You're-
keep
you're
interrupting
pivoting.
me. You keep
You're
interrupting
pivoting.
me. That's the
You're
problem.
pivoting. I ask a question and this is like what you do. You pick.
Okay, so what I'm gonna say is that the BSTC, the current data suggests that the BSTC regions of the brain are different between males and females. Oh yeah, I dropped him for a minute just so I could actually speak because he won't let me speak. There's a lot of like trying to like narrow this down into like a strict binary of yes and no would be, I would just say, making an error. Hang on, let me
I just wanted
Hi.
to say that's my face. I don't. Yeah, that's my face on his profile picture. I don't agree with anything that he's saying. It's not associated to me whatsoever. Just needed to clear my name.
Oh, that's all good. Yeah, I figured I'd let you up just to, be able to clear your name.
Yeah, homie, try and fail. I would love to have a conversation about, I don't know, anything. She is lying. You can look at my profile and then go look at yours. You got nothing. Bro, you're so dumb.
I mean, we can try
I
to
would everyone
talk.
report him because that's really fucking creepy.
Try and fail. Come up if you want to talk to me.
Yeah, I mean, you can try to like actually run over my feet, and try to put words in my mouth, but I'm not gonna let you do that because it's my panel and it's just disingenuous.
I just block him, honestly.
I just haven't had a chance to talk to him because he always leaves and runs.
Okay, yeah, I'll bring it up. Enjoy, have fun, bite at him. Arr.
Why are you so obsessed with me, Miss?
Why are you using
Why are you
my
so obsessed
picture?
with me? Why do you go around with my picture?
You're
That's
using
not
my
your picture.
It is.
And I
She
don't
goes
know
around
why.
and does it. She supported a pedophile, and then she, what do you call it, this woman Miss, and then
Okay,
I
we're
called
not
her out.
gonna say that people support these
Well,
things.
Yeah,
Yeah,
got mad, I
you
called her
agree.
out.
You,
Use
you
TikTok
So now she's
friendly
accused me of
language.
that,
She
and
goes from
he's
live to live.
failed to demonstrate any
crazy.
kind of evidence to provide or source to this claim. And so, until that day, try
That's what
and
you
fail.
say.
I just don't.
You've been
believe
given it.
you.
You were mailed it. You were given the video, the audio,
I was not.
and you still go around saying this and then pretending to be me. That's
Again,
wild.
no, I did
That's
not.
wild. Why do you have such mental illness that makes you do that?
I really do
Ooh,
wonder.
you
I
do.
really do wonder.
It's sick shit.
Well, no,
What?
I think that's a little
Yeah,
bit
it
of
is. You
rejection, but
supported
I
a
am
pedophile.
try and fail.
curious.
Are
You
you
supported a pedophile
What
named
did I
Adora.
do to you?
are you qualified to actually say that somebody has a
Support a
mental
pedophile.
illness? Because
When I
I'm
called you, you got mad. That's what it is.
What was the name of this
Pivot
guy?
and cope all you want.
What was the
Adora.
name?
Adora. You know this. You've had the videos. Pretending like you don't have it. Save face in
Adora?
front of people.
Who's Adora?
Pretending you don't know anything to save face in front of people when there's video and audio
What the fuck?
on Reddit and YouTube. Now
I
you're
went on
pretending it doesn't
Reddit and I
exist.
saw like a hate channel for a
Yeah, so now you
specific
pretend.
girl.
Oh, so you saw it on Reddit then?
No, but that was a different girl. That wasn't
No,
me.
it wasn't. No, it wasn't.
That
It was
wasn't
you.
me.
I'll be right back.
Okay, well then what's the Reddit's name? So I can go and look and make sure that I'm not doing that so that if I
Yeah,
do,
you're lying.
like I've already told you, if I supported that, I'll take that back and I'll take my account down.
No, you won't.
Yes, I will.
No, you won't. You're already lying. Why would you stop?
Just send me the video and
No,
I will
you've
take
had
my
it.
account
You've
down.
had it. I will send it to
So-
you again, and you will say again you never got it. It's
As
I
fake.
somebody
will-
who's unfamiliar with the
That's what people
situation,
who support a pedophile do.
hold on. If as
They
somebody
pretend
who's
they never did
completely okay, you need to be more respectful to begin with. Second off,
Well, she could
as somebody
possibly
okay,
not do
you
that.
keep interrupting me.
Yeah.
Can I? Am I allowed to speak?
Well, you.
Thank you.
Yes.
As somebody who's not like
shut the
familiar
fuck
with the
up, John.
situation, I'm far
Yeah.
more inclined to believe somebody who's being respectful and talking in like a
So-
normal voice and not trying to
without
speak
you-
over me.
Without checking into it, you're going to believe someone who says that they're not a pedophile.
Try and fail.
Without checking into it.
Well,
I
especially
don't know.
with an allegation
Someone
like
calls them out
that,
for it,
yeah, I'm
That's when
going
someone- You're
to.
not even going to look into it. You're just
Well,
going to believe the pedophile.
You don't have any
That's
evidence,
wild.
and I'm not going to let you present
haven't even
evidence
looked.
here.
You haven't even looked. I can send you the
We'll
video.
just block him and drop him.
I can send you the video and the audio.
Let him
I
send you
sent
the
it to
video.
her. There's a whole group of people that follow her and get her around because of her doing that. So you would not even wanting to look into it is wild.
Well, I don't
That's
want
scary.
to listen
That's
to somebody
scary.
who's being
The fact that you
disrespectful.
just believe a pedophile,
So
like
peace.
or a pedophile defender, is wild without even looking into it. You just
What's the Reddit called? I really just
Oh,
put
oh,
in
they're
a-
blocked. Yeah, no, I'm not going to be listening to somebody who's so disrespectful, who's so unwilling to let me speak on my own fucking panel.
As
Yeah,
far
but
as I'm aware,
He
with
sent
the
me
whole-
unalivenment threats, and so I was trying to just get more information. Sorry.
Yeah. Oh, it's all good. I reported him for harassment, which hopefully that,
Thank you.
at least
Appreciate
TikTok
it.
does.
You can go and look on my profile. It is me.
I have
I'm-
no reason to doubt you. I can double check that too, but I don't doubt you. Especially with somebody who's been so like over the top, interrupting, rude, and just disingenuous. You
Sorry.
disingenuous, dense motherfucker. Obviously, you have to know something about something, or you couldn't tie your fucking shoes.
I'm upset he won't send me the video because I've been asking, because if I did accidentally support that, I will delete my account. I've told them this, and yet they continue to not send me the video. So if
I
you do
mean-
get a video, please send it to me.
Okay. Well, I'm sorry this happens to you. This shouldn't happen to people online. I wish we had better means of like dealing with this shit.
Yeah, I know. I've reported him like a million times, but nothing's happened. So I'm just getting all this info so I can send it to TikTok.
Yeah. Well, you're always welcome here as a friend.
Thank you. Also, I agree with everything. Science supports transgender identities. Indeed, they do.
Yeah, I mean, for a while it didn't, but that was just because it was bad shit science.
Well, psychology sometimes. I mean, we have to remember science changes with the times. So.
Well, yeah. I mean, it was also just based off of like false premises, and they just kept doing it because they're bigoted. There's actually some motivational like history with it too that were it was really just bad science, and I'm surprised that a lot of these doctors didn't lose their degrees over some of the shit that they claimed. That like there's some wild stuff, like truly wild, that like was claiming that like trans identities were like contagious in a way. Like absolute batshit insane stuff.
Yeah. I mean, there's still some of that prevalent today. I'm going to go and see if I can figure out and send this to TikTok and be like, look, I have evidence now that this guy is impersonating me. Please take him down.
Yeah. If you need anything from me, just message me.
Yeah,
I will
actually, I wouldn't hate for clips, but I'll
Oh
let
yeah,
you know.
I'll
if I
upload
need
this to
more.
YouTube if you want.
Yeah.
If you're fine with that, and I
Yeah.
can send you the link to it and everything. So
Perfect.
that will be good. So
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I really do. It's been amazing to see how many people have been supportive when like they come up and they do that, and it makes me upset. But thank you so much.
yep, no problem.
He's back on another account. I'm leaving it there so we can all report him again.
Which one is he on?
For a second.
Oh yeah, right there.
It's called We Find Out.
Oh, yeah.
So
this
I'm
is-
leaving it there solely so that we can find it and report it before we get rid of it. This is wild. I'm so sorry you're going through this, dude.
Yeah, this is like something that this is when like TikTok could do like an IP ban, is when somebody does multiple alt accounts and stuff. Yeah, and then we can
I
We
don't
can
know if
have
you guys.
Hula Whoop. That's a fun nickname.
With Adora, did she do something new, or is he just talking about the fucking
Stuff.
OnlyFans
Hi,
stuff?
Ashlyn. Sorry.
Is that true? You have hundreds of accounts. That's hilarious. Imagine being such a terminally online.
We? Who is we?
Hello.
Okay. If we've all had a chance to report, I'm going to block this account as
I
well.
disagree.
Hold on 1 second. Let's see, harassment next. Something I know. Okay.
Mute.
Hello.
Hello. Yeah, sorry. We were just dealing with somebody who's being harassed, so figured that we'd be respectful and like try to help out with that at least. So you disagree? Why do you disagree?
Because I think that trans women are men and trans men are women.
Well, I'm kind of just over, like, not even like trying to get into that discussion at all. I'm saying simply that the science suggests that transgender identities are right, normal, and should be affirmed rather than rejected, and that this comes to leads to better outcomes. It leads to overall better happiness, and is also just like from a logical perspective, it'd be wrong to try to take away somebody's freedom of how they identify as.
Okay, well you can be happy in your delusion, and transgenderism is a mental illness.
No,
Hi,
incorrect.
Trans woman here. Can you define a delusion?
Believing something that is not reality, isn't that a delusion?
And
Also, why is it that the LGBTQIA+
LGBTQ?
are always asking, define this, define that, what is a woman?
Because
What
definitions
is
are
this?
important.
It
I know
just-
you
it's
bigots don't
just
really care what
strange.
words mean, but like you have to use words correctly if you want
If
to have.
I say trans women aren't women, then the LGBT person would say, okay,
LGBT?
what is a woman?
Are 5 letters so difficult for you?
Very annoying. Because you know what a woman is. A woman is what the trans woman is trying to be.
What is a woman?
Yeah, you're doing it again,
Yeah,
a woman is just
you have an
someone
answer?
who is born as a female, who is an adult.
I know it's really easy to interject and overtalk each other. I'm working on that personally. I suggest muting while somebody is asking a question or answering the question. It's the only thing that works for me. I'm trying to get better about it as an accommodation for people who use speech to text on live streams. When that was brought to our attention the other day, I'm just bringing it up again. Thank you both for muting up. I'm about to mute up again. Please continue.
So I would actually just reject the idea that it's a mental illness. The WHO and the International Classification of Disease describes it as gender in cocoons of adolescence or adulthood, and it doesn't actually label it as any sort of mental issue.
Okay, well, they may be wrong with that.
Oh, so
No.
this is, just most medical organizations are wrong about this at this point, despite the fact that this is it was changed from being like considered like a mental illness to this based off of new data coming out.
Well, I think these, well, I'm not American, but the medical, the medical science and stuff, they're being pressured to say that it's not a mental illness because they come across as hateful or far right if they don't.
No,
Well-
this is an international organization for the DSM-5 is the American, and it's not classified in there, and it's not classified in the ICD-11 either, the most recent edition of mental disorders. So the world seems to disagree with you. In the world of people who've studied this for longer than your 5 minutes on the internet.
And we've seen what happens if we run underneath the hypothesis that gender identity or transgender identities are not valid. It just leads to horrific outcomes. So at the very least, the actual best medical, like the best outcomes happen whenever we support somebody's identity. Go figure. People actually think we should treat people as if they know themselves correctly, because they do.
Okay. Well, I don't think you need to identify as anything. You just are. If you're black, you are black. You don't need to identify as black. If you're a man, then you just are a man. And if you're trying to be a woman, then you say I identify as a woman, then it's just wrong, because you should just live your life as a man. It's not bad to live your life as a man, even if you don't feel like a man. There are a lot of people who are grown adult men and they want to be women, and it's just so strange to me.
Being,
Like, I knew
Can I?
I
someone
am
who,
interjecting for misinformation. Um, they're not grown men. They are grown males who are women. You are speaking about trans women. They are women. And that's just not a good misconception to be making or speaking about. I just needed to interject for that one thing at least. But if like Astrid wants to add anything right now, I think it's important to um, prioritize the trans voices on the panel as well in these conversations. So
Thank you. I appreciate that. So I started my I came out when I was like 25. I started my transition when I was 27, or 26 now, actually. 2 years. I grew up very mentally unhealthy. I was very depressed. I attempted self-unalivement once. I've self-harmed because I was trying to fit this mold of man that I did not fit. And I think if I had just tried to stick it out, I would not be here today. That's my piece.
And so
one more
yeah.
thing real quick.
Okay.
Sorry. The point was like staring you right in the face. You're like, they just are women. They just are men. Like, regardless of whether or not we're trans, our gender identity is the same for us as it is for cis people, right? It just doesn't align, but like the gender identity, like is the same for experience for us as it is for anybody else. So whatever makes you a woman is what I'm guessing. Correct me if I'm wrong. Whatever you feel like being a woman, like we experience being the gender that we are in the same exact way. So you are right. We just are who we are in that aspect.
I would also like to further add that, like Amy is saying, somebody can identify as trans, but be completely happy with who they are in their body. It's just that they identify as a different gender, and that under, at least even with the DSM-5, that's not even a mental illness. I've been trying to move away from the DSM-5 as an authority, because the DSM-5 is like, I would feel a little bit outdated in terms of how it was, with who is leading the discussions about it, along with it just not accepting it's
also over 10 years old at this point, and the sciences right now are moving exceptionally fast.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and one of the leaders of that was doing the gender, I forget what section it is in the DSM-5, but the section that gender dysphoria falls under, a number of the leaders who are part of it are just like openly transphobic in a number of ways. So it really shows you, despite the fact that we had these leaders that were transphobic, that we still got progress towards being transgender not seen as mental illness. So.
Well, the thing too is, I'm assuming the person below me is she, her. They also wouldn't like the things that were said about women in the past in the DSM, like hysteria. Like you at some point you probably as a woman would have been diagnosed according to the DSM in history. So like using that as a as this some sort of got you to trans individuals to call them delusional. And by the way, delusional, to address that, no, it's despite evidence, in like the evidence, so you incontroversial evidence, and science has the evidence to support trans identities as the topic discusses. So until you claim otherwise, you can't until you support it otherwise, you can't claim it as a delusion. Like, that's just a wild thing to say, and it's like definitionally untrue.
Okay, well, I think gender and sex are the same thing, because like your gender can be female. Sorry, I just think gender and sex are the same thing. Like
Well,
female,
we don't see that
girl,
though.
same thing.
Because gender roles change over time in society, so obviously gender and sex have to be different because our sex doesn't really change over time. I mean, if you look at the overall picture of evolution, it kind of does, but and also sex is not binary. You're not female or male. It's bimodal, so it's you either lean female, usually lean female or lean male. Like there's a distribution of it on both sides, and it's also multifaceted. So you have your chromosomal. You can look at the chromosomes. You can look at characteristics. You can look at things such as hormones. So it's
Hormones,
yeah. There's a lot going on when we start actually looking at these things in depth. So to say that these things are identical, well, I would just say, hey, look at ancient Sparta, where the women went to war and were very masculine by our standards. And you can't make a definition of a woman that looks at the roles that they do and make it a line up with their ideas of a woman and our ideas of a woman today.
Yeah.
About the Sparta thing, can I just interject?
Yeah.
I don't. Maybe this is just something I haven't read, but as far as I understand, men were the ones that went to war. They were like
I might have misspoke there, but they're definitely much more masculine. They were.
So from what I understand from like taking a classics degree, Sparta, they were almost exclusively a slave society. So like none of the ruling class actually did any work. The women kind of ruled and like did household, like ran the household and had a lot more freedom than women in other Greek city-states, and the men were like always gone, and they were encouraged to have homosexual relationships. But I don't know of any like source that says that the women went to war. Not that there is, like, because we don't have any primary sources from Sparta as far as I'm aware, so we don't even know that.
Okay.
Just a little.
Yeah, no, you're probably right about that. But I would definitely say that they were.
If you want something like that, I would point out like shield maidens in the Norse cultures. Like there's lots of women going to war in the Norse culture, and
Got it.
yeah, I don't know.
I'll do a little bit more research about that. But yeah, I mean, what I'm trying to say though is it's very clear that the idea of a woman changes throughout different cultures over time.
Okay, well, I think like
Well, hold on. And you just saying that I don't think that someone is who they are is like me telling you that I don't think you like your favorite color. Like, I can't possibly have access to this information. You don't know what their internal subjective experiences are. So, like, at that point, like, why do I care what you think about other people's internal subjective experiences? Like, why?
well, this whole live is like for people for you guys to ask why don't you think trans women aren't women, and I'm here to
the background says science supports transgender identities. Why don't you? It's not a live to come up here and just tell us how you feel about trans people. I don't know why that like people can't read backgrounds, but like that's in fact not the topic of the live.
Okay, about the Spartan woman thing, like a woman can be what you would describe as masculine, but I would still call like a woman doing going to war and doing things that are considered masculine a representation of her being like a strong woman, and that being like feminine in its own way. Like there's power in different things that women do, like going to war and fighting. Even like there's women who they have masculine features, but they're still women. Like they have maybe tall, deep voice, broad shoulders. I met some women who are like that, but they're still women. But then when you have like a trans woman who may be like went through the male puberty and stuff, like be tall, broad shoulders, deep voice, and then say that's a woman, then it's kind of like offensive to the biological woman, because you're comparing the two. And I'm not saying that I am saying that the trans women should live as males, because I just think that gender and sex are the same thing, and that you can feel like I've always for my whole life
So you
felt
keep saying
Science
that I think.
disagrees.
Yeah, so you
female.
keep saying that I think. I think the sky is red, actually. I'm wrong. You could empirically test if what the color of the sky is, to be able to tell me that I'm in fact very wrong about saying that the sky is red.
But
In the
let's
same
not
way,
compare to
well, but no,
the
this is the
sky
same. This
and
is the same
favorite
kind of
color.
issue. This is empirically tested, and the evidence just agrees that transgender identity should be affirmed, and that it leads to horrific outcomes if you don't. So you either have to say that this is good to lead to horrific outcomes, which I would just take that as a reduction of your view into absurdity, or you have to support the science.
I think that if transgender identity is confirmed, it keeps the person alive because they feel happy and stuff, but they're living, they may be happy, but they're still living in a delusion, and they'll eventually realize that they are.
Whoa. It is not a
Whoa. Yeah,
delusion. That's
it's not a
how that works
delusion,
at all.
and people don't wake up and realize, oh, I'm not trans. This doesn't really happen. I mean, sure, there's a very, very small percentage of transgender
It is
individuals who
what was
detransition
it
or
I told
retransition.
you?
I can just jump in here.
When you do the math, it's like 0.06% or something like that. It's so minuscule.
Yeah, the evidence suggests that it's like it ranges from like 0.6% to 0.0 or 0.1% of individuals end up retransitioning. So to make that argument would be just deeply flawed, because that's not what the data suggests. So like I think the important thing is that we're actually looking at the data and basing our views on what the data says. I don't even think you're aware of what the data says, and that's the unfortunate part.
And you keep using the word delusional without actually understanding what a delusion is. Like, you can't just call something a delusion because you don't believe that it is. Like, I can't be like, oh, okay, well, all people who believe, rocks are hard is a delusion. Like, rocks are hard. I can believe that and I can think that it's a delusion, but it's factually incorrect. You cannot do that. A delusion is despite evidence, and you don't have the evidence because you don't understand the basics of biology. Because a biological woman means no, it's not a thing. Like, that's not a phrase that's used in science. That doesn't make any sense, because women in science is a gendered term. When you look at the social sciences, if I like wrote a paper and I wrote the term in my field, biological woman, I would get thrashed because that's not terminology that is used. Biological female.
Yeah.
Okay, so woman is a gendered term. That is a social attribute.
Yeah, but you get what I mean when I say biological woman. You get what I mean when I say that. It doesn't need to be so to the point biological female.
We're having a conversation, so
at some point in the last decade.
Yeah. Conciseness is absolutely required. In whether I get what you mean or not, you're still conflating gender and sex, where science entirely disagrees with you. Every major medical organization, biology does not use the term, does not use gender as that. So biology uses the terms male and female. Social sciences, which are in relation to social constructs, use the term women and man. So I don't know how you think that they're the same thing when it's not even how things are written in the sciences when you read the textbooks. Like, it's just basic and fundamental without even having to study it further. You can just evidentially see it.
Okay. Well, when a man feels like he wants to be a woman, and when his gender identity is not accepted, is that the word? Then he gets mental struggles afterwards and feels like ending it all. I think that person should receive therapy, and I'm not talking about the kind of therapy where they throw the Bible in your face and stuff, but just some kind of therapy that just maybe resolves past traumas or something.
I will interject again.
I'm just gonna, I'm gonna interject here
It's
too.
a male woman. It's not a man who wants to be a woman. It's a male woman that you're speaking about. So you're misgendering people as you're speaking, and it would be great if you could start listening and learning and correcting that, because it's really disrespectful. I am working though, so I will be muted for a good minute.
Male woman doesn't make sense though, because a male.
Can I just interject, please?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so first of all, yeah, you're not using. You're like ignoring everything everyone's told you and just keep making the same point over and over again. And second of all, someone in the comment mentioned John Money and said something really stupid. John Money is a piece of crap.
Oh yeah, he's
He did
awful.
a little thing.
I know who that is, sorry.
I'm not talking to you. But his work, his whole hypothesis when doing this horrible experiment was that socialization as you grow up could change your gender. So it actually, and what happens was the person he illegally did a gender affirming surgery on transitioned, so thereby disproving any thought that that could happen. So he disproves you, so I don't know why you're bringing him up. Clearly you've never even looked up anything about him, but also he's not a big contributor to gender affirming care.
Further, there's just absolutely just piles of evidence to show you what type of therapy is available if you're not trying to affirm this gender. And what we call that therapy is called conversion therapy, and it's banned in many countries because it's horrific, absolutely horrific. There are it just leads to people unaliving themselves at just astronomical rates, because imagine if I took you and tried to force you to become a man. I don't think you'd like that.
I never wanted to be a man though. I'm fine with the female that I'm born as.
Exactly. So now let's try to force you to be a man. That's what you're wanting.
The male wants to be a woman, isn't it? So
actually, no. Let's do it this way. You are a man, and now we're gonna force you to become a man, and we're gonna force you to transition.
That never happens.
This is what you're wanting, though. This is the alternative.
That's literally
what
most trans
a
people
man.
go through
That
as a kid.
person actually.
Oh no.
And I'm not trying to offend, but they actually are.
So they are biologically, I could agree that they are biologically a male, but their mind does not think that. They identify as a woman, and there's nothing that you can ever do to change that. Nothing.
There's nothing.
There's absolutely no evidence
to make them feel like as they are born, because you should live as you were born.
You know the way that you make them feel fulfilled? You affirm their gender.
If you should live,
that.
if your legs were broken when you're born.
I want to check logical consistency real quick, because if you're against that, then you should also be against breast augmentations, breast reductions,
Why
puberty
would I be
blockers
against
for
that?
people with precocious puberty, because these are all forms of gender affirming care that cis people
No,
utilize.
it's
You
not.
would be against testosterone supplement for men who are older and their testosterone is going down. Yes, it is. You would be against lip fillers. You would be against facial reconstruction surgery for feminization or emasculization, as minor or as major as that would be. So you
You're
gotta be
transferring
logically consistent here.
They're just trying to enhance
gender,
the
enhance their
gender they're
gender
born
presentation.
as.
Yeah,
They're just trying to
that's
enhance the
gender
gender they're
affirming
born
care.
as. A man getting jawline surgery, or a woman, and when I say woman, I mean someone who was born a female. A woman
Yes,
getting
you didn't have to
breast surgery to make her boobs
double down
bigger.
on your transphobia.
Huh?
You just
Pardon?
made sure to double down on how you're a bigot, but okay.
What does bigot mean? You guys use all of this terminology.
You don't know
I
what
mean,
bigot means?
LGBT use terminology like cis people.
LGBT. It is not difficult.
Yeah, it's just very long.
It's 4 letters.
Bigot,
Okay.
noun, a person who unreasonably attached as a belief, opinion, or faction, especially one who is prejudiced against or antagonistic towards a person or people on the basis of their membership in a particular group. So it's essentially prejudice, basically giving basically you're making your mind up before they did anything wrong. So it'd be bigoted to just dislike somebody because of the color of their hair. Because the color of their hair doesn't actually do anything in regards to change who they are.
Yeah, but if someone is a man, then being a man and color of hair and the color of the sky, you're comparing things that can't really be compared. Otherwise, we wouldn't be arguing about the color of the sky and color of hair, you know?
I think what you want, Hula Hoop, is you don't want us to be complex social creatures, and you live in a world of binary, which is fine. You absolutely could, but that would actually make you the delusional individual, because life does not exist in this manner. Life is diverse. Life, it does not fit into tiny little boxes, but you can go on and do that. You would just be the incorrect one because you don't seem to have an inclination at all in how we use concepts and language to describe things around us. Because language is prescriptive, it's descriptive, not prescriptive. What we're talking about is not biology, it is social and internal sense of self.
But your feelings can be misleading sometimes. Your feelings are not always the truth.
It's not a feeling.
It's not a feeling because we've researched this. We've asked tons of trans people over many years if they continue to feel this way, and they do. So we just know for
there is something else, but feelings are not the truth. We should
so
live in the truth.
You know why it's not a
Not
feeling?
your truth. Your truth doesn't exist.
You know
There
why
is
it's not a
the
feeling?
truth.
You know why it's not a feeling? Because feelings happen within the limbic system, and gender identity and expression and everything associated it is not within the limbic system. So we have evidential data that suggests that you are wrong and that we are right.
What sort feeling? Okay, so I'm saying for example,
No.
It's
male,
more than just
a boy
feeling.
or a man feels like he wants to be a woman or a girl. Then
Feelings,
but it's not the truth.
emotions. What you're describing right now happens within the limbic system. It does not happen within the BSTC, the bed nucleus of the striaterminalis. It does not happen by changing axon structures. It does not.
Psychological terms. Gender is quite a simple thing, but you guys are making it more complex than it needs to be.
No. Those are biological terms.
Yeah, so
sweetheart.
we're also talking
the
about
axon, the
identities
limbic
here.
system. I've done psychology, but I don't think you need to make it this complex, you know?
Well, it is this
Feelings,
complex.
feelings.
What the-
You don't need to point to where the
What the
feelings
heck?
come
No,
from.
we are. We like legitimately
Hold on.
are complex.
You don't need to point to where the feelings come from. A feeling is a feeling.
You're literally proving your point. You just want to put things in little boxes.
You don't
when
have to
they
make
really
rocket science so hard. It's rocket
That's
science.
not what I said. That's
You
not
don't-
what
yeah,
I said.
just- it's
What
just
I'm saying is that
behavioral
gender is not
neuroscience.
rocket science.
No, literally, your brain is called behavioral neuroscience. It is a very complex field.
It's more
Up
complex
there.
than rocket science.
Yeah, like what we haven't even mapped out the whole brain. I'm literally
Yeah.
talking about something that is way over your head, and the fact that you're saying the things that you are. I mean, I honestly just cast your opinion as like useless, and I don't think anyone should listen to it because you're irrational.
Okay, well, I could say the same thing about transgender people's feelings, but I'm trying to be empathetic.
Good, but you'd be wrong.
It's just like, why
Every single
can't
thing
a
you've
man
said
live his
has
life as a
exemplified
man?
how
Why does
ignorant
he
we are
have
on
to
this
get pumped with hormones and stuff? I just don't get it.
Well,
I don't
yeah,
know.
we grant that you don't get it.
Why?
Yeah.
Why
I
don't?
don't. Why
do
does
you
a
do
man
the
have to
things
pump
that you
himself
do?
with hormones?
Why do you do this? Why do you have strict adherence to gender roles that only you accept? Like I
It's
don't.
not only me, it's a lot of people.
Well, that would
and
be
it
an
has been
appeal
a lot
to
of people for a
authority,
very long
or
time.
that would just be an
The
appeal to
LGBT
majority.
is it's a minority.
Does that make them any less valid?
There's more trans people than there are ginger people.
Yeah.
There are not many trans people. Trans people are a minority.
Yes.
There's more than ginger people.
So are tons of ethnicities, but I don't see you just disregarding their
It's
ideas.
not an identity though. Being black
It is an
not
identity. It is part
It's
of your
just
identity.
Who you are. It's just who you are. Being black is just who you are. You don't need to make it an identity. Being white is just who you are.
yeah, she's
It's like
just
being a
being
black person and then feeling like you are a white person. It doesn't exist. You just are black. You can't
Race
feel
is
like a
based
white
on
person.
phenotype. Gender is based on your neurosocial schema and your like internal sense of self. They're different things.
Gender
They're
and
not
sex are the
comparable.
same thing. Stop like separating the two.
Except for we've already shown to you how that's not the case. How gender roles over in different societies are different. So they can't be the same
I've
thing.
looked at that actually. Like
Have you?
I heard that in ancient China, high heels were invented in ancient China so that men could get onto their horses or something.
That is
but it was a sign
not
of
what we're talking about.
masculinity back then, and then over time it adopted to be like in a feminine thing to show like feminine dominance, like in a sexual way, if you get it. But like now, like high heels are a feminine thing, like in 2025. But like back in the day, it used to be not back in the day. In ancient China, it used to be a masculine thing, but now it's a feminine thing. But like
Well,
it's
like
still
the point just flew right over your head.
Yeah, I have a
it's
question.
still like
Hula hoop, and this is going to be really, really important. So I look the way that I am. I was born in America. I'm my genes are European. But if I was born in Mexico and I spent my entire life in Mexico, would I be ethnically Mexican, Hispanic?
no.
Why the fuck not?
Because because you're not ethnically like I live in the UK, but I'm not
So
ethnically
the ethnic groups
British.
are only described by phenotypical traits.
Wait, so you're not ethnically British, but you would identify yourself as British, right?
But it's different. Gender and sex and culture. They're different things. They're different.
But you're just proving our point. You're not actually physically this way, but you mentally identify yourself with this group. It's the same thing.
But I'm not ethnically British, but I act British. But like culture and like that whole discussion is different to gender
it's almost
and
like
sex.
it's a social construct. It's like so weird. It's almost like it's socially defined and it's
Some
not
things are
biologically
a social
defined.
construct, but some things aren't a social construct, like gender and sex.
Hula hoop. Can I ask you a question?
Yeah, sure.
Have you heard of the Hydra people?
Hydra, no, but you tell me about them. Sounds interesting.
They are a third gender in the Indian subcontinent. They're raised as neither male nor female. They're basically males who present female and perform religious ceremonies and stuff. What they are specifically not a woman or a man. They're hydras. What do you classify that as? And they've been around much longer than modern British culture or like the strict gender norms.
And importantly, they are also like legally recognized in India, Bangladesh, and Pakistan.
Yeah.
I might have to leave. I have to leave, guys. I'm really sorry. I did enjoy this conversation.
Oh no.
You didn't
I don't
answer the
hate trans
question,
people.
though.
Goodbye, guys.
You don't hate them. You just don't affirm anything, and you want them gone. Oh no.
You know what?
I love the I'm not Brit or I'm British, but
I'm just there's no sense. Like some people, brain development seems to just stop, and we just, or it never was there. I don't know. Like what was the separation there between just basic? Maybe I don't know enough about what you're talking about.
I think she just was not listening and wanted to just say her point over and over again. Sorry, go on.
Oh no, that was it.
Oh, hi Hannah. Did you want to add anything at all?
I really just wanted to get on to argue with the last person because it was just so preposterous. But now that I'm on, I'm not op. I'm obviously with you guys. I just wanted to say thank you for holding these lives.
Oh yeah, no, I find them to be fun. I was gonna try to do one yesterday, then I kind of got hit by a depression stick. Just go, no, you're depressed now. Be sad. I'm like, oh no.
Oh my god, I feel that so hard. Like you have no idea. Yeah, the old depresso demon. That's what we call it. Okay, well, I'm assuming that you guys are going to want to kick me, right? Like, you guys don't want any other people on the panel? I'd love to stay.
I don't want to. It depends.
What do you mean? What do you mean it depends?
So, like, mentally, I don't want, like, 5 different people, like, trying to speak over to one person at a time. I think it becomes problematic.
Yeah.
I don't know. Do we have any ops? Do we have any ops? Ops, where are you? Where are you at, you bigots? Come, don't run away.
Come hither.
That British line though was hilarious. I can't believe that they walked themselves into that one.
You know what I loved? So I'm doing, or like I'm almost done a neuroscience minor, and I just love how in these discussions people are starting to use neuroscience, and it's like that's actually one of the things that got me going because, like, I don't know your name, but when the person that was speaking about that, like, it was said so articulately, it was so correct, it was exactly on the ball, and it like still flies over their heads, of course, right? But it's like facts that you cannot argue with.
Yeah, I don't like to use that argument. No. I'd like to affirm, like, because it starts to fringe on the idea of like transmedicalism.
I know that
but yeah, I understand it too. Like, it is so concrete at this point. We have the evidence that it's like, how are you not receiving this information?
Yeah.
But yeah.
Could I actually maybe get a little bit of feedback from you? Like, do you identify as trans? One of my best friends is trans, so like I have a lot of people in my life, but I'm just wondering on this panel because I'd be curious to hear like what people's opinions are about, like you just said that, and I've heard that before, that you don't really like using that argument because it can sort of set a precedent.
I have no dice in that. Like, I just listen and learn. I am a cis individual.
You are? Okay. Yeah, me too. I don't identify as trans.
Hi, Hannah. Nice to meet you.
Hi.
I actually am trans. I'm non-binary. I have a special interest in sex and gender. And when we get into the neuroscience of it, because there is a neurology aspect to it, as we all know. But when we are like, this part of the brain does this and that will tell you for sure what their gender is, you know? That's when we kind of run into issues with like, okay, well, what about non-binary people? And what if there is a trans person who like really is, of course, who they say they are, who doesn't have the part of the brain that looks that way or anything like that? it's just very complex. It comes down to genetics, the hormonal environment your body is in. I mean, just so many different things. But
Yeah.
yeah, that's kind of all I wanted to add on that. But if you have questions, Stoat and I are pretty educated, somewhat. Me more so probably just because I've been looking into it for like 5 years at least at this point.
Okay.
But Stowe and I have watched some of the same content recently that's been extremely educational. So we definitely have some knowledge to speak from on that front as well.
Yeah, I'll
Yeah.
recommend it again. There's this great documentary by oh fuck, who is it? It's called Debunking Transphobia by Jasper Dasper on YouTube. It's like 5 hours long. It's awfully long. I hate how long it is, but it's
Ooh.
so good. It is so good. It just hammers home like every like it's mostly looking at a book that basically is starting with a transphobic premise, and he just goes through every single point that the book makes and just says,
Okay.
"Yeah, this is all absurd."
Sorry, what's it called and where is it?
It's on YouTube. It's called Debunking Transphobia.
Debunking. Okay.
Put it in
Yeah.
Discord.
Thank you.
Yeah, I did
Yeah.
put it in our Discord. It's by Jasper Dasper. It's very good.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm gonna write that down. I haven't come across that yet. Thank
I
you.
sent it to you, Ashlyn, actually. So if you're wondering where we got all of this fun info from,
Oh, sorry guys, I'm getting a phone call. I have to
Ding,
go.
ding, ding.
Well, I apologize. What video? What did you send to me?
on Discord, I was like, you did real good by suggesting that Forest Valkai bid that I just finished today, by the way. It was very, very, very good. And I was like, I'm gonna get you back, and then I sent you that video by Jasper Dasper, the Debunking Transphobia is what it's called. So
Yeah, I had that.
Yeah.
I had that on my watch list from last time. I've literally been like deep cleaning my entire apartment, so I need to get back into studying. That is on literally my list of like 3 different things I'm trying to study right now. But yeah, I really appreciate it because it looks. I kind of did some skimming with it. It looks like an amazing source.
Of course, and it is really good. He also has like the citations and everything, all the resources in the description, which is very helpful for people like me who have resource docs that we want to keep adding to as much as we can. So yeah, it's very, very good. And yeah, I think that's all I have to say on that.
He also puts the sources like as he's speaking about him in the bottom left-hand corner of the screen. I don't want to know how long it took him to edit that video. It looks so painful. Like, just from my understanding of video editing, I'm like, oh man, this is awful. Why did you do this to yourself? But it's so well
That's really
done.
solid. Though.
Yeah.
That's solid.
But yeah, like both the sources page is like 63 pages long or something. It's
Oh
insane.
Jesus.
Yeah. Like I said, it's a lot.
And and just like for the someone's in the comment section is like about the transmedicalism and using biology. The problem with that is that we'll never know what someone's subjective experience actually is. I don't think, as far as science goes. Like I know that we can all point to the color blue and we've labeled it blue, but I don't know how that subjective experience of blue is to you. We can
Yes.
get kind of close to it, but like that's kind of the problem with using these kind of biological aspects to tell people who and what they are, because we don't really have a way to unless we can start to beam each other's brains together, a way to do that.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
like
that's such a good point. Sorry, go ahead.
oh, I was gonna say it's we're not to the point where we can just read people's minds. If we had the ability to read minds, I think we know about it by now. Like
Yeah,
Cool. Like it's a
and
very valid. Oh,
sorry, I just really quickly, frick, damn ADHD. The
Is it
thought
gone?
got snatched by the ADHD goblin.
squirrel.
God damn it, it
Weird,
was kind of
weird,
important.
Come right back. We'll come back. I was just gonna
If
say
it does
that
come
like
back,
that.
I'll speak up.
Okay, the thing about the seeing the color blue or whatever is actually a really good point because we don't all see, like, that's also been proven through studies that we actually don't all see the color blue the same. There's like different gradients of blue that people see, and like it's just really interesting. So yeah, I love that.
Okay, I remembered. That's why I describe gender. This is the most like um, fully encompassing way I found to describe it is a neuropsychosocial construct. So neuro referring to the neurology, psycho referring to the identity aspect, and social, obviously, the social construct of gender, whatever that may look like for the time. So yeah, I don't know if that helps anybody like kind of remember all the different intricacies and stuff, but I love defining it that way and thinking of it that way. It helps me.
Yeah, yeah. Didn't you love it when the previous op 2 was going on about how like we shouldn't be bringing psychological terms into it? Like this is a psychological phenomenon. What do you think it is?
It's one of the three parts.
Why
Like,
can't you
it's
just oversimplify it so I'm right?
Yeah.
I wish it wasn't so complicated, but
But
we don't get to determine things based off of wants. I bet you a lot of transgender individuals wouldn't want to be the gender that they are, but reality fucking sucks sometimes, guys. Plot twist.
reality does suck.
I find the complications extremely beautiful, honestly. Like the brain itself is like when you do like certain like neuroimaging, it they can use the like color spectrums to light up activity and form axon connections, not for like MRI type stuff. And like when you actually do that, you can see kind of the energy in the brain, in the complexity in the color scheme. It is like literally art, like
In real time, right? You see it in
yeah,
real time as per
yeah,
Sorry guys.
yeah. And
Gargles.
that complexity is amazing. And
are any
how
of those
different it can be from person to person while also being the same is just absolutely amazing to me. I don't know. That's what I see.
No, that's how I feel about neuroscience, honestly. So
First
for
of all,
sure.
hi Amy. I know I haven't like said hi verbally. I did in the comments. I don't know if you saw it, but hi, it's good to see you here. And second of all, are any of those ops in the requests? I see we have two requests, but I don't know who it is. So
Do we have requests? I don't see requests.
it says there's two in there.
Uh,
Manage guests.
lies.
No. Okay, now it went away. Maybe it was just a little notif thing. Okay,
Damn it.
never mind.
Why would you do this to me?
In the
No.
comments.
I'm sorry.
Kidding. Let's see. Does JM wanna come up, or are they gonna reject that?
Come up,
Let's see.
GM. Let's hear it.
Rejected.
You get off. I was
Oh,
maybe new to this recently too. If we do end up getting off, let's remember to always mute up when others are speaking, which I think we did really good actually last time. I think that was pretty good. We only interrupted for like correcting misinfo. And then like I hope you don't mind me calling you out a little bit, Amy. But I was a baby debater very, very recently. I still kind of am. So if Amy unmutes, let's give Amy a chance to hop in and get some experience because I know that they'd love that just as much as I probably did.
ooh. Okay. Yep. Muting for sure.
If
Yeah,
we don't have ops, it doesn't matter so much because then everyone's just quiet for no reason. But you know what I'm talking about when we do have ops.
yeah, I can hop down to make the panel smaller if you'd like.
I was gonna say that too. Yeah, if you guys want to kick me, that's okay. I understand.
To the shadow realm with this one. No. Oh, we have two guests requesting now. Wow. All of a sudden they're coming in waves. I hope they're whatchamacallit. Hi, can I get your ages for TikTok terms of service reasons?
Apparently
Kiki?
not.
Hello?
You are muted. I don't know why, but you are muted, guest.
Yeah, I'm inviting you to unmute.
Hello.
How old are you?
Why you need to know that information?
Because TikTok terms of service. How old are you?
It's really this.
Goodbye.
Okay, bye.
That was kind of
hysterical.
It's just
That
a
was adorable.
baby.
That was highly disappointing.
Lizard. Okay, we actually. Okay, on to the next. Oh no, Doi ran. No. Where did Doi go? No. Where other op ran? Oh, they joined. Here. How old are you, just for TikTok terms of service reasons? Hello? Hello? Can you hear me?
Why is it a baby?
Can change your life.
What is happening?
What?
It's the voice of God.
Being sent a message.
Ems? Is that you, Ems? No.
God, real? What's happening?
Is this the boss of transphobes?
I don't know. How do we debate these premises, dudes?
Sorry, I'm
God.
muted. I'm like literally about to be
Okay,
home. I'm waiting until I can get inside my room.
Oh, it's okay. Oh, they disappeared.
Change your life.
I could not understand anything else.
And then it was just a bunch of doys. I don't know.
Hey, mods. Report that this name.
Oh my god, yeah, what the fuck?
Okay, do you have an actual argument, Doi?
Wait.
Doi, do you, what?
In the comments, there's a guy with a really fucked up name. You should
Oh! Yeah, that's gonna get...
Yeah,
Also, Doi.
I went to their account and reported their profile.
Oh yeah, that's what I was gonna do. Okay, I love Fimpers. Where was the...
J.M. Hearn, the fact that you're an atheist is kind of disappointing. That you.
I was hoping for a good God debate today too. It's always fun.
Homegrown piece of shit.
Yes, I see.
Where's my...
I have got to go for a little bit, at least from paneling, but I'll be listening. Go catch some ups and have fun.
Okay, thanks for coming, Cole. Wait, do not come! No! Oh, I blocked them, Lou. It's all good. Yeah. Am I missing something with Doi? Am I missing a reference somewhere?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Yes, I am missing a reference.
Oh?
It's a reference to Kai Cenat, apparently.
Who's Kai Cenat? Why am I so unaware?
He's a streamer.
Oh,
I know of him because he would just not stop trying to beat Elden Ring despite being so bad at it.
Oh, okay.
So bad. He was so bad. It was so horribly, like, I laughed so hard at just how bad he was, and I was just impressed that he made it through the game. I'm like, you, sir, have the will of a god.
Okay, yeah, no, I don't know. I've never come across them.
I keep getting my ass kicked in Silksong.
Yeah, it took him 99 hours to beat the DLC with 1,070 deaths, which is insane. Um, yeah, that's kind of a fun game if you don't mind the awfulness of dying repeatedly.
Wait, what game?
Elden Ring. Like
Oh, I
it's
fucking love Elden Ring.
yeah, it's good, but I don't recommend it for everybody. It's definitely a game that I can't recommend for everybody.
It's like an easier Dark Souls.
Easier, but it's still far from easy in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
I do think that there's some like really good game design behind it, where it's like it doesn't like pamper to your, like it doesn't pamper you, but it also just sucks because of that.
I'm so not a gamer.
I'm going to mix butternut squash and whatever these chicken things are.
And the chimkins.
Ham and cheese stuffed chickens.
Chimkins.
Who's the
Cordon bleu?
stoat?
I think that's what it's called.
What? Stoat what?
Cordon bleu?
No, I said who's the stoat fan? Because we have a stoat on the background, and I have a ferret, and they're very close relatives. So I'm a fan.
I know. What do you think? I fucking love ferrets. They're wonderful.
No, like
Do you have
really.
some?
No, I freaking wish.
Oh, okay.
Have I considered debating flurfs? Yes, unfortunately I have. That's originally how I got into debate. Never again.
Oh. Yeah,
That was
oh, sorry.
that's a special kind of stupid I don't want to go back to.
Wait, debating who?
Flurfs, flat earthers.
No, yeah,
Oh my
no.
god! Oh, that is fascinating. You know, they shot a rocket up at they like built some sort of man-made rocket and shot it up somewhere in the States, and then the rocket obviously like crashed, but they concluded that like apparently I have not fact checked this, but that apparently from the altitude that they got to, the Earth looked flat, and so therefore it is flat.
Yeah, no, but like there's like some really good conclusive evidence actually of the Earth being round, from like Lake Pontchartrain, and it's actually not even a lake; it's an estuary. So of course we're
Yes.
gonna call it a lake. But it has some.
Oh, sorry.
It is technically an estuary because it's partially saltwater, partially freshwater. So,
Right.
But there's a causeway going over it that's relatively flat over the distance of it. But if you go to the ends and you go on top of like a 12, 13 story, and you're close enough, you can zoom in with a camera and you can see the clear curvature of the bridge. But then you can go over, like drive across the bridge and see that you're clearly not going like a mile up in the air or like some crazy
Okay.
amount of like you're still the same height above the water for most of it.
What I don't understand is like the two things that are like just like observationally evident to me is the first one that when you are looking at a sea line or the horizon of a sea line, you see the sail first, right? That's the first one, just visually. The second one is if you've ever been in a plane, you can see that it is minorly curved. If you ever just take a picture while you're in a plane, you can see that it is not 110% straight. It does curve ever so slightly. I
Yeah,
don't
absolutely.
understand how they deny that. Like, I know it's not like super apparent, but if you like draw a straight line on like with a computer across it, it does not match 100%. And you can just infer that because the Earth is so large that if you multiply that out, then you're going to get a globe shape. Like,
Yeah, for sure. No, I think it's just, I mean, like, it's a conspiracy theory right? So like anything, it's like, oh, like what if this was not true? And then any little factual evidence that aligns with that, it's like it's taken as like, with confirmation bias and stuff. So
if you think that's bad, I had to deal with a flat earther Phil bro.
a flat earther what?
Phil bro. So he's really big into
How in the
philosophy.
what?
Yeah.
Wow, that's interesting.
Yeah, it was
What's
awful. He was at least he was just like, I'm gonna use syllogism to debunk all of science. So I'm like, no, you're not.
So like, was he really good at debating though? I guess
No, not really. But he was deep into philosophy. For a flat earther, it was really awful.
I'm
Actually,
here.
hi Amy.
I got back from the library.
You feeling okay?
library?
The library.
I'm doing okay. I'm trying. I finally got the rest of the book series that I was reading.
That's fine.
Good.
There's a furry in the comments. You should invite him up.
The who?
A furry? I know a thing or two about those.
I wonder why.
I wonder why.
Oh no, I think he's triggered.
I love when people call me a furry because I'm just actually not. I'm just like, no man, I just like stoics. Look at this little guy. He's so cute. He's clearly pondering the deep.
He's so triggered. Look at him.
So cool. They're such vicious little animals. They're so amazing.
Why not? We're all open.
There's
We're
no
very
thoughts going on
kind.
inside that little brain of his. None
No,
whatsoever.
They're very talented. They. I know IQ tests
Hey,
are
Rocco.
not like the best measure, but they score higher than dogs. They're really smart.
Oh yeah, no, they are definitely really smart because like otters. Oh my.
Yes, otters and like badgers and like lemurs. It's all the same family.
Yeah, but otters, like, they're one of the few animals that use tools. They'll take rocks and they'll bash the shit out of clams. They'll slam the clam.
Yeah, I know. If I lived in Japan,
My wife takes care of some ring-tailed lemurs at the zoo.
They'll slam
it.
Oh, my heart.
Yeah.
They show me pictures all the time when they get home. It's so cute. And videos.
Honey badgers as well have been seen using tools to, like, they'll push a box to get to honey because they're, like, just actual honey addicts. I'm convinced that their honey is just, like, a drug that they use.
Yeah, it's all the same family. They're called, in Latin, they're called measlymorphs. That whole, like, muscular family of, like,
Mustelids.
those things that are long. Yeah. Mustelids, yes.
Mustelids, yeah. Mustelids, mustelids.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
Trust me, these friends know a lot about mustelids. I force it upon them with my autism.
And then no, we love a touch of autism. And then
consensual.
And then ferrets, like the Latin name or whatever, translates to little smelly thief.
Wait, what does?
The name for ferrets, like in Latin, if you translate it directly,
Oh,
is
yeah.
It means little smelly thief. Yes.
I like how
Yes.
the stoat is ermine, which means to like turn white. Which that's just because they turn
Oh.
white. Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. They do, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
We have
So,
sorry, go ahead.
have you ever looked at royal robes before and see that white and black dotted pattern? That's just a bunch of ermines. Those little black dots are little ermine tails. It's horrific. I'm like, you guys are horror. You guys are
Hell yeah.
murderers.
Yeah, they're good hunters. They were bred to be ratters and stuff.
Yeah. We also love our minks, our sables, martins,
Oh, I love them.
fishers,
Yes, a marten.
wolverines, terras.
Yes.
Terras? Do you know of terras?
No, I don't think so. What are terrors?
Oh, terras are cool. Let me pull up an image of them.
Okay.
They are
I'm on the right live. Like, this is clearly made for me.
There is Add image. They are indigenous to like South and Central America. They are
Okay.
partially domesticated, and they
Ooh.
are incredibly smart little fellas. Look at him.
Oh my god! Oh my
They're
goodness!
so cute.
I have never seen this creature before. Oh,
Yeah.
he looks like a hyena.
Yeah. They're really really smart. They have seen we've seen them do we've seen them grab plantains off of
Yeah, the trees. Yeah.
all right, you're getting nope, you're getting blocked for saying you'd eat that for dinner. Fuck off. Somebody said I'd eat that for dinner. Yeah, maybe that was a bit harsh, but these guys will take plantains when they're not ripe,
Yeah.
and they'll put them somewhere, and then they'll go eat them when they ripen, which is like incredibly smart for animals.
Yeah, for sure. What are they called?
Taras, Tayra. I think
Okay,
that's
cool.
Tayra.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you for that. Yeah.
Yeah, there's if you just look at like the list of mustelids on Wikipedia, you'll find that you in fact know like none of the mustelids. There's American, beech, European, pine, Japanese, Negrili, sable, and yellow-throated martins.
Oh, the Martins.
So visually, that is a mini bear ferret for me. That's
I mean, to be
I
fair, they're all kind of closely related to bears too. Like outside of seals, they are closest related to bears.
Oh,
Well,
really? I did not know that.
yeah, it goes. The closest relatives are gonna be red pandas and raccoons. Then it's skunks.
Yes.
Then it's
Raccoons
seals.
and
And then it's bears. And then it's dogs.
Okay.
And then cats.
I do this things when I see animals outside of like the basic ones we learn as kids. I just rename them to other animals that they look like a combination.
Fun fact about martins. They've taken down a particle accelerator.
Twice.
What?
They've done it twice.
They're anti-science.
Wait, what do you mean? Like in a lab?
Yeah, so they were and one's in a museum now in Germany usually. Yeah, so CERN, the particle accelerator at CERN, has a power station that's outside, and martins have either chewed through cable or turned themselves into a short circuit and completely took the particle accelerator off twice, and we only know it was them because we found the bodies next.
They said the humans can't know the secrets to the universe like us.
And then in 2006, Fermilabs was invaded by raccoons.
Oh my goodness, of course the takeover is complete.
That's also that Fermilabs also had a ferret named Felicia, who was used to clean the particle accelerator once.
What?
And was fed like little bits of hamburger meat.
Oh.
Yeah, so I don't know what's going on with particle accelerators and mustelids, but there's something fucking going on, and I need to know what it is and why it's happening. Come on,
They know
guys.
the secrets. They know the secrets to the universe, and they don't want us to know them.
It's very clearly.
Yeah.
Is there anyone in the request box?
I don't think so. Let me double check. It's been pretty.
By the way, sorry about the furry comment. It's just when people start using the alpha stuff, it really pisses them off. I have nothing against furries.
Yeah, but no, that's my mustelid autism stuff.
I love it. I love it. I have like a ferret soapbox too that I get onto about like how all our vaccines are tested on them and how like they're used for so many like, so much experimental research and stuff that I always get on my little soapbox as well. So I get it. I appreciated that because I learned a couple of new things. Thank you.
Yeah, it's the Doofenshmirtz. If I had a nickel for every time that a Martin has taken down the particle accelerator at CERN, I would have 2 nickels, which admittedly isn't a lot, but it's weird that it's happened twice, right?
Yeah, no, it's weird. It's definitely weird.
I think that's definitely my favorite Doofenshmirtz. If I had a nickel for every time used, because it's so out of the blue and so weird that it's happened twice.
There was someone who asked, when do transgenders complete their transitions? And I think there's no real answer to that because everybody's journey is widely different. Not everyone shares one journey. And so while someone may go the whole route with hormones and surgeries, some people are just content with their bodies, and just a name change and how they present themselves is enough for them. So I think there is no real definitive answer for when a transition is complete. I think it really depends on the person.
As well as transgender does not mean transition, so you don't have to do any surgeries or hormones to, per se, transition. But also, I will complete my transition when I transcend humanity and kill God.
My transition is when I become a horse in the next life, hopefully.
To me, that question is like, well, when is it the case that you are complete in being a woman as a cis individual? It's like that's kind of the same thing that you're asking. It's like, what? Like, I don't understand the question.
It's very heteronormative, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it's also kind of like just whenever they feel like they're happy enough. Like some of the times it could just be after like HRT. Some people get. I mean, I'm definitely not saying everybody, but like it depends on the person. But like different people are going to be happy with different amounts of things. So it really is just going to depend.
But I just mean like the perspective that like you have to either transition fully, quote unquote, or like that, like when are you done? When are you done? Right? Like that. It's just very heteronormative.
Well, at the same time,
That's
like,
true scum bullshit.
Like what about women with like small itty bitty titties? It's like, well, are they like not? Are they done being a woman as long as they get breast augmentations? Like,
right.
Well, I think the big thing is that's like if somebody has like dysphoria about small breasts, like that dysphoria usually goes away after the fact that they get like breast enlargement. It seems. That's what the boobies. No, I'm kidding.
The booby bigifier machine.
I'm not part of the itty bitty titty committee, but I have.
Anymore.
I have approved of it several times, if you know what I mean.
Me too.
Flat is justice.
Where are the ops?
Sorry, I'm getting scatterbrained.
Where are the ops at?
Come on, ops.
To be fair, we have 11 viewers, which is like okay. I mean, 12, 13. Hold on. Yeah. Are there any ops?
The ops are scared.
Yeah. Oh, I guess somebody knows you, Hannah. Did anybody do anything fun for the weekend? Oh, there is one request?
No.
I reorganized my room.
Oh.
I don't know if anyone would consider that fun.
That's something.
I've just been going through it. I went to the library, so I also tried the new Brahms burger.
The new what burger?
There's a Brahms burger. It's the double Miami burger. A funny thing is, I didn't know it had like a piece of ham on it. I was like really confused. I thought it was a tomato. The picture confused me. So I was eating my burger and I was like, wait, this doesn't taste like tomato. And then I opened the bun. I'm like, oh, this is a piece of ham. I was mistaken.
Somebody's asking what the scientist reasoning is. I don't know how that's like how to go about answering that. It's like, it's just what the data shows? I don't know. Like, that's literally what, like, why we support transgender identities is because the science shows that. The data suggests that these are in fact real things and that we should be, affirming them, because the consequences of not doing that are just horrific, to say the least.
Brahms is very good. Sorry, I was reading the comments.
I keep telling everyone, don't have kids, lol. Yeah, no, I know, I'm never having kids. F that. Not for me.
Is Brown's a American thing?
I've never heard of that before.
I do. I guess not culture shock. That's not the right word, but like when I realized not everybody has a Brahms, I'm like, well, I think everybody should have a Brahms. I think it's like this. From where I've been, it's a restaurant with like an ice cream parlor kind of thing, and also a fresh market.
Yeah, their milk
So
is
it's like 3 things in one, and they have like a whole array of ice creams, and they sell burgers, and you can also get like your milk and groceries there if you wanted. It's where my Nana buys milk.
It's like they're in like Oklahoma and like Midwest kind of areas. I'm originally from Texas, but I've lived in 5 different states, and now I'm in New York, so I'm very familiar with a bunch of different stuff. Brahms is like Dairy Queen plus a supermarket, but better. If that makes sense. Because Dairy Queen has like ice cream.
And burgers and stuff?
Yeah, and burgers. But then like it also has, but it's like nicer than that because it's more like an ice cream shop style ice cream instead of like a fast food restaurant style but it's still kind of fast food style.
Interesting.
I'm probably confusing people more now.
Is anybody here like vegan and had like good vegan ice cream? I don't think I've ever had vegan ice cream.
I haven't either. I was gonna say I was vegetarian, and then I gave up after everybody in my house went out to eat, and I got nothing, and I was already like not doing great. So I was like, I'm hungry. I just want food.
I don't eat beef or pork.
Poor chickens getting slaughtered.
No, it's the squash.
I just
the
don't.
Squash is getting slaughtered.
The level of sentience for me. Beef is because of partly sentience and then partly environmental. I won't some people eat octopus. I won't eat octopus.
Now that's horrific. They have cities.
Yeah, I'll.
Can we all agree that making chicken nuggets in the shape of dinosaurs is kind of fucked up? Think about it. We're basically crunching them into the form of their ancestors, and then we're making little kids eat them. This is kind of fucked up, guys. Imagine if we took you and made you in the form of an ape, and then made little kids eat them.
I just want to.
Well,
who would
the demographic be?
The same goes for plastic dinosaurs. It's kind of fucked up too in the same way.
Yeah, I just want to know.
Plastic is plant matter, actually.
Who's eating the plastic dinosaurs?
No one, but it's kind of fucked up that we're using dead dinosaurs to make dinosaurs. But it's all they eat. They have to be dino. Yeah, I don't know. I don't understand, kids. Kids are so weird. They're just like, I want it in the shape of a dinosaur, and all of a sudden it tastes good.
I mean, Dino Nuggies are pretty good. As an adult.
I may or may not have Dino Nuggies in my freezer right now.
Same.
You fucked up. No, I'm kidding. I just think it's very funny in like a fucked up way. In some
Literally,
regards.
my so I do have a daughter. She lives with her father, just because he's like mega rich, but she's when I was pregnant with her, all that I wanted were chicken nuggets, and I have no idea why.
The baby
My
wants
child-
mysterious things.
I don't. Yeah, it was chicken nugget, and like I would try to eat like healthy and all that, and I did eat rather healthy, but like I could not get enough chicken nugget.
Yeah, I think it's that, like, I don't know, sometimes I have this strong craving for, like, pickles out of particular. I don't know why. But just pickles. Or, like, pickle juice. Like, just sounds really fucking good sometimes.
Me too, but that's because I'm trans and I'm taking estrogen.
I love peanut butter. Like,
Lou, what's wrong with our
absolutely.
pickles? No Americans in your pickles? Okay, Lou, what's up with our pickles? I don't know what Australian pickles are like.
I
Giant
can hear
worms.
my dice playing.
We mostly just hear Astrid's chop, chop, chop.
No, I'm muted. Don't lie on me.
Is post about systems pin in your server? I don't know if it is. If not, I think it should be.
I think Astrid's chomping is the sound of me playing with my dice.
Yeah,
I don't think I have it.
it is the most recent pin. It is. So.
Oh, I have beets, but I don't like to eat those just plain.
Pickled beets are so good.
They're good, yeah, but I can't just like eat those straight out. Like I had falafel, and pickled beet and tomato earlier. No, good with hummus. Well, my kind of ex-partner, I don't know what we are right now. He's Palestinian, so I've had to learn how to cook and make food and do all that. Those were just the frozen ones though, but the hummus I made. They were just I made them and I was eating them and I was like these aren't but I'm like this is like I'm eating it. I'm like what? I'm like why is it so? It's like so strong and coriander. And he looked at me. He's like, we don't eat them plain like that.
At the Scandinavian Center, like cultural center, there's like they always have like chopped up beets along with like mutton and stuff. And I know it sounds not very good, but it's just really delicious. Maybe it's because I grew up with it. I don't know.
I can't eat any, like, I'm like a pollo pescatarian, basically. I don't even eat that. I don't eat anything that, like, I don't know. Realistically, I would be a vegan, or at least a vegetarian, if it was remotely possible. It's already difficult enough for me to, like, get my recommended daily values of, like, you know, potassium, iron, protein, and like a lot of vegans are like, oh no, it's so easy. I don't like what I don't like, so I can't eat enough of the food to remain healthy.
It's icky.
Like tofu?
I know
Like tofu you can just marinate in like anything. You can make it taste like anything pretty much.
I'm convinced soy is just magic.
I don't eat a ton of like I don't even eat a lot of meat. Like I eat meat probably 3 or 4 times a week. But like when it comes down to it, like I just can't do it all the time.
Yeah. Like if it wasn't so expensive to be vegetarian, I would probably be vegetarian too. Like I was for a while.
a lot of
But
the nutrients I can get, like like because most of the diet is like vegetable or plant based, it covers like a vast majority. But like zinc and certain types of B vitamins and things like that are just very, very difficult.
I think I mean, I eat mostly vegan now. I wish I probably could, except for my chicken ramen noodle. I haven't found one that I can easily get that's like vegan, because I've had vegan ramen, chicken ramen, and it tastes really good. Because go figure, we've actually figured out what like makes chicken taste like chicken really well, or really easily, and we're actually better at making chicken flavored vegan stuff than like just chicken flavored with chicken in it, which I find crazy in a lot of ways. Like, yeah.
Yeah, I used to get that for like my daughter ate a lot of like vegetarian and vegan food when she was like starting her eating journey, and I would try it. I'm like, this is really good, but I could justify spending it on my daughter, but I cannot justify it spending it on myself. That stuff's expensive. The stuff that like tastes really, really good, is just really, and it's all like, it's all ultra processed though when it tastes that good. That's part of the problem as well, is believe it or not, like just because it's vegan and vegetarian does not mean it's healthy.
Yeah, mine has this this dystopian ingredient called what is it? Give me a second. I will find it. Oh yes, it is called it's called powdered cooked chicken. It's just like the most dystopian thing I've ever heard in my life. But when I looked into it, it's actually not that bad. It's just they take a chicken, they cook it, they dry it out, and then they powder it. But
So it's just like freeze dried and then blended chicken.
sort of. I think it's more like just dried and then powderized. But it is a little dystopian when you think about it too much. That we're turning chickens into powder as flavoring.
I feel like I mean, is that not broth?
How do they do that anyway?
I mean, I guess it is kind of what broth is, but
We just turn the water into chicken paste and then
yeah.
reduce it down. Actually, there's something called better than bouillon, and it's basically like broth that's been like most of the water is from, and it's better than bouillon cubes. Hence the name.
I can't find my nutmeg.
All right, I need to go do laundry.
Yeah, I was about to say, I don't know how much longer it will go here, just because it doesn't seem like there's
Oh, there it is.
The ops are scared.
yeah, the ops all ran.
Ops, come here, I love you.
Damn Stoats. Hold on.
Oh, sorry. I didn't realize.
Somebody says damn Stoats. What's up with this?
Change the title to debating transphobes, debate stoat haters.
If you don't love me, you just love you don't love me, you just love the Weasel family. Hold on, what? I like Stoats. What is this person saying? Oh, hi, Ender. You caught us at like the end of this, unfortunately.
I didn't get to talk to a hater.
Martins
I'm
are
gonna
where
head out.
it's at, you poser. Martins are great too. I like them. Okay, bye, Astrid. Hi, Ender. Yeah, I saw you. Hello. And Minx. Yeah, I like them all. They're all great. Yeah, hopefully next time, Amy, you can actually get to debate and talk.
I hope my oh wow, talking is hard. I hope that the comments I left were insightful, at least to someone.
I don't pay attention super too much sometimes during it, but I bet you they were based off of how I've seen what you've said. See if I can't find any of them. Yeah, it looks like it. So, but thanks for coming. Thanks everybody.
I'm gonna go.
Okay.
Bye everyone.
Bye everyone. Thanks for all coming. It was fun. Night everyone. Bye.